Hello, hello, hello. We are here for Carrie Griffith's Perpetual Prompts, week 18. 18. And I think this might be my last pull on these, and then I have to mix them all back in. We'll see. So just as a reminder, this week's prompts are postage stamp, pattern, male, something with wings, and height. I struggled with height for some reason. I don't know why that was so hard for me, but yeah. But I did finally come up with ding. And all my stuff is still all over my desk. I've fallen down at cleaning up after myself after each project, so I'm getting a bit of a mess going on my desk here. All right. So my base page, so in here, this is what my base looks like. It does kind of have a pattern to it in a way, This one would be more patterny than this, if it, we wanted to be. Oh, let's see, I was even on the right page. But I'm going with this page as my pattern. This is a digital printout from, I have forgotten again. I forget what Etsy shop I got these from. I do this all the time. I will put it in the box below. This is one of the pages that I printed out. The digital itself is actually browns and blacks and orange and yellow, but this was printed out with my dead ink cartridges, so it came out in blue. I'm really okay with that. I'm scanning my desk for something solid to put under this because I'm going to be using some rub-ons. And I need that solid structure because silicone is not solid. You would not think this would be this difficult, would it? I'm just going to pull my box out. Hopefully this is solid enough. Should be. So this was my solution to the height problem. I Googled, how high can a dragonfly fly? Now, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I was a little surprised by the answer. As reading the forum, I wasn't the only one that's surprised by the answer because, and I think it's because for the same reason. When we see dragonflies, we see them, more down here at our level. So we don't really think about how high they can really go. But believe it or not, you're about to find out. I don't know how old these are, so hopefully they work well. Oh, sorry about the squeaking. Now with these, you can kind of see where it's lifted, because it'll change color. Metal arm. From a dark black, it'll kind of like be cloudy to a degree. Once it has you've fully, scraped it off. Let's not go with the pokey end. I'm gonna mute you for a sec. I'm sure that's annoying. And when you think you've got it, don't just rip it off, because then you got to try to put it back on. Kind of lift, and you'll see where it's you need to rub a little bit more. So hold on. All right, so far I've got a 1 and a 0. So what do you think? 100? 1,000? What do you think? You ready for this? 10,000 feet is how high they can go in the air. So I'm going to mute you while I wrote this K on there. Be right back. Ten 1,000 feet. That surprised anybody else? Did you hear that? Oh, it shocked me. Here's my 3 exclamation points. I'm going to go ahead and put those on there. I will be right back. You guys be really thankful that I did that, because that was obnoxious. Okay, so then we have, let's put this one away. Oh, nope. Don't put them away yet. I want to put those away yet. I'm going to set this aside. Now, like male. Okay, well, there's males and females, right? Male dragonflies, female dragonflies. But how do you know the difference? I never knew the difference. I never knew how to tell the difference between male dragonflies and female dragonflies. When they're researching this, I found out something interesting. Is that only the males are called dragonflies. Do you know that? Females are actually called damselflies. Which I didn't know that. I mean, granted, there's not a lot of things that I do know about a dragonfly. So I cut these out of my drafting vellum, and then I used, get back here, dragonfly. You're not supposed to be flying right now. I used my embossing powders and my embossing pens and stuff to color, quote unquote, color them. Okay, well, you weren't supposed to glue to the table or to other stuff. Thank you very much. So I'm just overlapping this one because I want to give it, like, make it like it's a shadow. Okay. I have this mess. So what is the difference besides the name between a male dragonfly and a female? So between a dragonfly and a damselfly. Quite a few things, actually. Their color being one of them. So the males tend to be blue and green on the abdomen with darker gray colored wings, whereas the females are golden and orange and have clear wings typically. When they are not flying, they're actually fairly easy to figure out what sex they are because they hold their wings, because their wing structures are different. They actually hold their wings differently. The females will lay with when they are still, have their wings flat, whereas the males have them up in the air still. I'm just kind of decorating this page with lots of dragonflies. And I did some in black, like I said, just to give, the illusion of shadowing. I'm sure you guys can't see that on camera, but strings everywhere. Okay, now we're going to set those guys aside for a minute because I want to make sure that I get these on. And this is why we probably why most people don't realize how high they fly. And that's because of what typically we see them at. Give me just a second. There's 3 letters or 3 numbers I'm going to rub on here. So I'm going to be silent for a bit. $210 is where most of us are used to seeing a dragonfly fly. And honestly, I do feel like that's probably why, in reading through those threads, most people were surprised to learn at how high they could actually go, because we don't see them that high. 10,000 feet is really, that's up there. I will say this was very hard on my hands. It's not my favorite thing to do, for sure. Okay. I just wanted to get those on there so that I could then place. Well, that's kind of crazy. So my embossing powder peeled off. Oh, wait, no, I remember now. This was two different pieces. I did the wings of the dragonfly on the embossing paper, and then I did the abdomen on regular scrapbook paper, and then glued them on top. I'm like, how did that separate? That doesn't even make sense. So these are the postage off of envelopes that come in the mail. You know, like your prepaid postage for your bills and stuff. So when I'm doing crafts with envelopes and I'm recycling those envelopes, I cut those out. And I use my decal scissors and then ink them up for just for something fun. And put that one that way. Got one last dragonfly. What do I want to do with him? Let's have him flying onto the scene. Wings, just a little bit of his abdomen. And he's coming in from the 210 and going up to the 10K. True enough. How about that? Make sure I had the right page. I understand how a glue I was literally just using suddenly dries out on the tip. So leave me a comment. Are you surprised at that? 10,000 feet as I am? Let's see if I can get some comparison. So Airplanes fly between 33 and 42,000 feet. The griffon vulture can fly at 37,000. And it does say that the dragonfly at its 10K is actually the highest flying insect. So that's kind of cool. Kind of crazy to think about. Seem to be doing that with these a lot these last couple weeks, just putting them together and cutting off the clear part and using just the number. So week 18. So let's see, this was romance, stickers, date, green, oh, romance history. I wrote it there. I'm like, I couldn't write it last week. So we got height, male, something with wings, pattern, and postage. May 1st of 2024. Let's not close that just yet. Get me the picture for the thumbnail. No flash. Battery's too low. Okay, I'll plug you in. It's under 15%, so my flash won't turn on. So there is week 18 of Perpetual Prompts with Carrie Griffiths. Hit the notification bell so you know when my videos come out. And thanks for tuning in. Bye. Oops, turned my mouse off instead of on. Bye.